Welcome down to ringside for another exciting episode of WWE 2K22 Fantasy Warfare. What an exciting match we have to kick things off here this week.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 224 pounds, Owen Hart.
Owen Hart making another appearance here in WWE 2K22 Fantasy Warfare. Of course, Season 1 will be coming to an end with the announcement of WWE 2K23. We'll talk more about the change of season in Fantasy Warfare coming up very soon.
Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds,
Eddie Guerrero, the opponent of Owen Hart here today in Fantasy Warfare. But as we just noted, WWE 2K23 has officially been announced, dropping on March 17th. Of course, if you order the deluxe edition or higher, you'll get it 3 days early on March 14th. And what does that mean for WWE 2K22 Fantasy Warfare? Well, that means, my friends, that Season 1 will be coming to an end on March the 10th. Friday, March 10th, with a 10-match extravaganza to end the first season of Fantasy Warfare. And then on Friday night, April the 7th, 6 p.m. Eastern, right after WWE begins their new year following WrestleMania, Fantasy Warfare will begin its new year with full-length episodes dropping again, this time under WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. Full episodes begin Friday, April the 7th. And of course, we'll be sure to keep up on some individual content in between March 10th and April 7th. It won't be radio silence here at Fantasy Warfare. We'll still be at it. We'll just be building the new season, but we'll be sure to drop you some content along the way to keep your engines revving for Fantasy Warfare. We'd also like to take a quick moment here as this match begins to thank the over 260 subscribers here on YouTube who have brought more than 75,000 channel views to the Fantasy Warfare action. And we'd like to say thank you to everybody for subscribing and watching. Eddie Guerrero takes Owen Hart down with a lovely display of Lucha Libre action. And now Eddie just showing a display of stomping a man's hand. Missing that splash as Owen moves out of the way. The WCW United States Championship is on the line in this one. And of course, as is the policy in Fantasy Warfare, anybody with a championship must defend it whenever they are in the ring, unless there is some sort of situation, as was with our recent Royals of the Ring tournament, where the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega appeared in that tournament. And yes, the champions who are in effect at the end of WWE 2K22's life, the end of Season 1 of Fantasy Warfare, those champions will carry over to WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare, our second season. I feel like maybe we should just call it WWE 2K Fantasy Warfare, but I like including the year. Nice DDT by Eddie Guerrero. Speaking of nice. Owen with a shot to the jaw of Eddie Guerrero. Nice Northern Lights suplex by the Rocket, the King of Hearts, as he now heads to the outside, heading up to the top rope. What's he going to go for? Waiting for Eddie. He's waiting on him. He's up. And he's down. He's down. Big time down there. Owen tried for it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. He just Steve Austin'd him. Hopefully not for real. Hopefully not for real on that one. My goodness. cover. And Eddie Guerrero was able to kick out, so I guess, you know, not a similar outcome. That's good. We like it. Owen bringing Eddie back to his feet, sweeps the legs. He's going for the sharpshooter. He's got the legs crossed, turning it over. Could Eddie Guerrero tap out here and enable Owen Hart to walk away with the WCW United States Championship here in Fantasy Warfare? As we talked about at the top of the show, we've got all sorts of wild matchups for you here this week. We got Batista and the Ultimate Warrior. Nice belly-to-belly overhead by Eddie. We got Batista and the Ultimate Warrior. We got Riddle and Goldberg. We've also got AJ Lee and Victoria. Nice elbow drop. We'll also see Chyna and Beth Phoenix locking it up over the AEW Women's World Championship. And of course, in our main event this week, the debuting Bray Wyatt going one-on-one with Jake the Snake Roberts. It's an exciting week of action here on Fantasy Warfare as Eddie Guerrero heads up to the top rope. Beautiful frog splash. Referee there into the cover. We get a count of 2, and that's all we get. Eddie Guerrero wishing for a faster count from the referee, but he's not able to get it on that one. Stomping away at the hand of Owen Hart now. Nice kick to the spine by Eddie Guerrero. Catches Owen running with the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Eddie now, he's got him going for the Three Amigos. No, he gets countered by Owen. Owen countered the Three Amigos. Irish whip sends Owen across the opposite side. Comes chasing in, lifting Owen Hart up to a seated position. Eddie's got him. What's he gonna go for here off the top rope? Superplex time, could it be? He's got, no, Owen counters. Owen doing his Eddie Guerrero tape study for sure in this one. Owen has offered a lot of counters to the offense of Eddie Guerrero. I wouldn't call that a successful drop kick, but I would call that 2 knees to the side of the head of Eddie Guerrero. It wasn't pretty, but it sure looks like it did the job. Owen now dragging Eddie around. Looks like he's trying to get him into a good position for a pinfall. Nope, he's trying to get him in a good position for the sharpshooter. Second time attempt. Eddie is not near the ropes here on this one. Will he be able to break himself free of the sharpshooter? Owen's got that locked in. Oh, and Eddie is free from the sharpshooter, but Owen's down into the cover. And it's Owen Hart couldn't do it with the sharpshooter, but he got a pinfall right afterwards. And we've got ourselves a brand new WCW United States Champion, and his name is the Rocket, the King of Hearts, Owen Hart, as we take a look back at some of the highlights from this contest. I thought for sure Eddie Guerrero was going to be down and out after that tombstone pile driver we saw do a number on Steve Austin at SummerSlam 1990. But Eddie was able to keep on fighting through, but in the end, Owen Hart walks away with the WCW United States Championship.
And the new WCW United States Champion, Owen Hart.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, here on Fantasy Warfare, we've got a battle of the powerhouses, a battle of the intensity bringers. On one side, it's going to be Batista. On the other side, it's going to be the Ultimate Warrior. And that match is coming up next here on Fantasy Warfare.